Hey everyone, I wanted to come on and share something with you that was put on my heart. Every month at church, we have a new memory verse that we have to learn. And this month, we're learning Romans 14, 7 through 9. So I just want to read a couple of verses from that, and I will read 7 and 8. And this comes from the NASB version, the New American Standard Version. And this is what it says: For not one of us lives for himself, and not one of us dies for himself. For if we live for the Lord. Or if we die for the Lord. Therefore, whether we live or die, we are the Lord's. Whether we live or die, we are the Lord's. And when I read that yesterday at church, it reminded me of a conversation I had with someone when I was going through cancer. I remember my friend asked me, like, how could a God allow this to happen to you? You're such a good person. You're nice. You're sweet. You're kind. Why would a God let this happen to you? Now, this is coming from someone who doesn't believe in God. And I had to share this with him because this is where I was at that moment. Now, mind you, when you're diagnosed with cancer, you don't know which end of the spectrum you're going to come out on. You don't know if you're going to live, you don't know if you're going to die. But it didn't matter because either way, I was going to win. If I went home to be with the Lord in glory, I win. If I continued living here, living in my purpose, serving a God who brought me through it, I win. So I win. That's all I had for him. Like it didn't matter what happened in between. I was going to win regardless, and he was going to be glorified. So I share that with you because I really want you to know that whatever you're going through, whether it seems dark, whatever the adversity is, if you're with God, you're going to win. Know that everything that's happening to you is also happening for you. There's a bigger plan that you may not understand, but know that there is a lesson in it. And if you can get that lesson, then get it. Get it and then share it with someone else who can benefit from it. Now, I wanted to share this with you because I always think about this. I mean, of course, cancer was huge for me. It was a huge moment where I hit the reset button, right? Like I love the person I was before cancer. But after cancer, I became this a better version of myself. And so I wanted to share, like with my book, I'm sharing this with you. I don't know if you can see it says, everybody should have to have cancer. And that's a quote that I have in my book. And I remember someone asking me, like, why would you put that on the back? What does it mean? And I said, just go to page 1 and you can read and find out. But it is the very first page where I talk about it's my introduction, I guess is what it's called. But I called it, Here's My Why. And I just want to read it to you so that you can understand. Everybody should have to have cancer. I know that sounds crazy, but please let me explain. Cancer is a yucky, ugly, horrible disease that I wish would go away forever. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. However, I do wish that everyone could experience my beautiful transformation that occurred as a result of my battle with cancer. I am not the same person I was before. I am stronger, wiser, braver, more faithful, more appreciative, more mature, more giving, more resilient, more beautiful, and just plain old more. I truly admire and respect the person I've become. And also, as a result of this battle, my relationship with God is much stronger and deeper than it's ever been. And that is the reason I knew I needed to share my story. Like, I didn't go through all this for myself. I felt my transformation happening when I went through this cancer journey. It's kind of like the caterpillar turning into the butterfly, right? Like the caterpillar is in this cocoon and it has to flap its wings and beat open that cocoon so that it can come out and be a butterfly. Like it had to go through that, even though it was difficult. It had to go through that to become that beautiful butterfly. So that is what I am. I am now a butterfly. Woo-hoo. But it's really, I just wanted to share that with you because I think a lot of times we get so caught up in what we're going through that we don't realize the beauty in it. And I always, well, I shouldn't say always, but a lot of times when I sign my book, I say, remember to see the beauty in all things. because everything is beautiful. We just have to be open to see it. And so I wanted to share that with you because it was on my heart today. And I know that somebody needed to hear this. I'm not sure who it is, but just know that you're not defeated. And whatever it is you're going through, you win. And that's what I'm here to share with you today. You win. We all win. All righty. So you all take care. I'm not trying to impose my beliefs on anyone. I'm just letting you know how I got through this. How I got through this being more resilient. And when I say resilient, I mean going through this and then bouncing back and thriving. Like I know that my best is yet to come. I have, I think this, well, I know this experience helped me become brave. And when I'm talking about brave, I'm talking about brave in the sense that I walked away. I released my corporate America job because I knew there was something more for me to do. I knew God had a bigger plan for me, and I didn't know what that plan was, but it started with my book. I knew my book could inspire people to live their best lives on purpose and get so many lessons. All the lessons that I learned going through my journey, I wanted other people to learn them as well. Like I didn't go through this for me. I never questioned why the first time I went through cancer because I knew I was strong enough to get through it and I knew I was going to give it my all and I knew I had God on my side. So I was okay with that. But I knew that when I came out of that experience that I had to share my lesson with other people. I needed other people to be able to get all of this without having to go through the adversity that I went through. But I say all that. I walked away from my job, walked away from my friends, walked away, well, they're still my friends, but walked away from the patients that I served, from the customers that I had. A job that afforded me great experiences because I made great money with it. But I knew that there was something more for me to do. I needed to walk in my purpose. And I truly believe my purpose is to open hearts, to blossom compassion, and inspire others to live their best lives on purpose. So I hope that there's something that I said in this message today that will, touch your heart, will help maybe change some things for you. If nothing else, just know that God got you. Like, regardless as to what you're going through, God, or what you're dealing with, or someone else that God is still in control. He is sovereign. He knows everything that we're going through, every pain, every ache. He is there. And regardless, He's going to be glorified in the end. So I just wanted to share that with you. You all have a great rest of the day. And thank you for taking the time to listen to me again. You all are wonderful. I always say that I have great Facebook friends, and I really do mean it because I appreciate all the comments that I get from people, and even the ones who don't comment on the message that will see me later and tell me how they enjoy seeing me on their timeline. I appreciate you all. And otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this, right? But anyway, you all take care. Bye-bye. Oh, that's not how I stop. I got to come in here and do that.